if you go through my page, I want everybody to look at the Jewish community admits the truth. Then look at Jewish rabbi tells his congregation. Then flip through again and see Rabbi Finkelstein. They know who we are, and they have congregations and they meet up and they teach each other about who we are. So they know who we are, the Jewish community. Trust me and believe this. It's on my page. Just look it up and see. Ashkenazi Jews teach congregation. And then the one that where it states about the Jewish rabbi, what he's actually doing is he's telling a whole congregation of Caucasians that are at the church that what they need to do to be a part of us, to show us that they know, and those that are lost that don't know who they are, they wake them up to who they are, because he has teaching their whole congregation that in order to get into heaven in the fulfillments, that they have to get down with us and do of righteousness. That is not the Jewish people that they thought all the time. It's actually us. So there are people who are trying to actually be a part of us and bring us and be one with us. So just go look at those things. Then look at Rabbi Finkelstein, somebody in Manhattan. He admits the atrocities of housing and Section 8, kidnapping people, and he brags about it. And he's still walking around. So look at these pages, all right? And then ask yourself if you want to be a part of that hate group. And then look at some of them that are actually trying to really, really, really do righteous things and follow the word of God. So it's on my pages. This is the reason why I try to say, you know, be at peace, and I speak about the don't have the bitter roots and the whole 9 yards, because there are people that are down for us and that are willing to fight and that love God, and they'll do anything because they know who the Lord is and who the one true God is. So just go look at those things on my page, and then just second guess yourself and try to rethink how you do think, so that way you're not filled with bitterness and hate and end up falling in that same line as Esau. Because we all get judged, and it's our actions and what we do while we're alive today that we get judged in the afterlife. The same way that we treat others, and some of this stuff, and they know this. And since a lot of them know this, a good example is one day I was in the courthouse. While I was in the courthouse, I sat and purposely watched the court officers get a young black brother upset. They would say something smart to get a reaction out of him. Then once they got the reaction out of him and kept feeding that reaction, and he kept giving them back a negative, foul reaction, they wanted to try to lock him up. They do it on purpose so they can say, see, look. They pick and they pinpoint to get a violent reaction out of you, so that way you'll either get in trouble in the world and you'll lose your blessing at the same time. So don't feed into what they want you to feed into. Remember, love and kindness and being humble is the best medicine to defeat anyone that's coming at you. Do not let them feed into the hatred to give to, because that's what the reaction they want from you. They want to do the stupid things. They want to say the dumb stuff. They want to do the oppression thing, use the nigger word, and the whole 9 yards. I've never ever seen a group of people, and it's not all Jewish people, but it seems like there's one small group in New York City that's committing atrocities, robbing the feds in the state, calling people niggers, but then when they walk down the street, they act like the holiest, nicest people in the world, and that's the biggest facade of fooling the world. When you can sit down and talk nice and soft and be kind and say thank you, oh yeah, it's okay. But then behind closed doors, they're violent, they're loud, they're very immoral, and the whole 9 yards. So they have a mask and an outer shell of acting and being one way, which is a charade. And they know how to put on that charade, and that's what they do. They teach each other this. They make fun of it. They make fun of us because they know how to use certain phrases and certain words to get a reaction. So don't give them the reaction that they want. Give them the opposite. And it's on the page. All you have to do is look up those things. The Ashkenazi Jewish community talk and teach each other. When they were in the synagogues in Manhattan talking about it. There's another one where a rabbi was teaching his congregation of how they need to change up who the people are, because it's actually the Semitic Black American slaves that are the people, and he's teaching his congregation the righteous way. And then there's Rabbi Finkelstein that's making fun of how they spent 200 years fooling the whole world and making everybody look like fools. But you guys need to understand that they have tricks that will, because you ever heard the saying that, hey, if I'm going down, I'm taking you down with me? Boom. That's what I'm talking about right there. Don't let them take them out with you. So I spoke about Hebrews and the bitterness, all right? Don't let them bitter roots uphold you, because guess what? If Satan can't get you one way, he's going to take you out with him. And all it takes is one little thing for you to sway to the left, and then he's got you. How many times have you seen people say, hey man, I got out the game, I'm not hustling no more, or I'm not doing this, and they've gotten their life together, but then they say, okay, you know what? I'm a little bit broke, I'm gonna get in the game one more time. And it's always that one more time that gets you locked up forever. It's always that one more time, next you know that person is shot dead or something. It's always that one more time when that person had changed their life around, that they were somewhere where they weren't supposed to be. That's how Satan works. We see it so many times, either in our lives, other people's lives, on the news, or whatever. Don't let it be that one time for you. That's all I'm saying.